Bars is back. Sam and oh God, what's up with?
Attention all my business owners, if you would like to advertise your business right before each video that we do here on Hip Hop News Uncensored, make sure you email us right now, advertise@hiphopun.com, advertise@hiphopun.com, ask about our holiday specials.
Uncensored is the vibe, so subscribe. Hip hop
brothers, they don't have guidance.
Yeah,
They really don't. So yes, it's layers to it, man.
When I talk about NBA Youngboy, who's probably one of the most influential young rappers that we've had in a very long time. And he has the voice of a lot of people. You talk about high school locker rooms, you talk about middle school, you talk about NFL, NBA locker rooms. They're playing this brother in them. He's influential. I think he was on Billboard. I forgot what interview he did, what publication he did it with, but he talked about the damaging effects of his music and how he had to change that because he's seen that they were playing with him. They were messing with him. They were putting this stuff in his head and doing these things to make him give this damning information to our youth, and he had to change, and he would vow to change. Now, there's been other people in podcasts saying that he was full of shit and that it's not true, and you can have your opinion because obviously you gotta go to, you could talk it, but you gotta walk it, right? But what did you think? Because I thought it was, I thought it was, I don't even know what a word to put.
Revolutionary.
Facts.
Yeah.
Go ahead and expound on that, brother.
No one on any podcast who discredits, attacks, or downplays that brother for taking responsibility for our people should be taken seriously about any damn subject they discuss. I will say, don't you ever talk down on a black man for standing up and taking responsibility for his words, his actions, and his people and people in general. That brother opened his mouth being a father of, I believe, 11 children now.
Yeah.
He sees what was doing to his children. He looking at his children. He looking at the women in his life. He looking at all the people he's influencing, and he's thinking, wait a minute, wait. I'm a father.
Yeah.
See, y'all know, I believe either one or both of you have children. Y'all know.
Yeah.
It's a different world now when you have another life that you have to take care of. A young life. It's pure. It's different. You got to grow up fast, and you start looking at the world in a completely different manner now. He has 11 transitional periods of time where he had to wake up every damn time. He had to pop out of this thing and look and be like, wait a minute, wait, hold on.
Yeah.
My baby right here. I got another baby and another baby. Yeah, that start to slap you into present time.
Yeah.
You start to wake up like, hey, is this the world you want to create for them? And that's when you start to really go to yourself and go to God and start answering some real questions. So no one who talks down on him for doing that should be taken serious, because this drama thing that the internet has created, where people can have their opinion taken as fact, people can have lots of mouths running with no actual fact, no experience whatsoever, and it affects people's lives in reality, but you ain't going around looking at and helping and involving yourself with the people who are listening to the things you saying. You ain't the cleanup crew. You're not the waste management engineers. You're not the trash men and women. You create the problem from the top. It comes down to the bottom, and we are the ones who have to clean this crap up. That's how you know most of the people who are talking are not involved in the community, because they do not really listen to what the hell they're saying. You don't. So when he did what he did, that did more positive, I would say, for the rap game, for the I would say the little more watered down version of hip hop, which is today, because it's not as pure as it was. But what we do have today, it did more for that. It did more for young rappers who have families. Even the more seasoned older rappers listen to that. They was like, wait a minute.
Yeah.
What did he just say? Because he had more courage to say what people who probably made 10 times more than him could. Why did it have to come out of NBA Youngboy's mouth?
Right.
Like, come on now. Why couldn't it come out of none of y'all's mouth? Why? What's different? That brother woke up because he has all those lives to look after now directly in his own personal life. And then he has all the other children he's looking at, all the other families and people. So that was by far one of the greatest displays of maturity and responsibility that a black man could ever display at this time.
Right.
I applaud that brother. No, he's not perfect, but so the hell what? He's trying to make up for the past crap, and he wants to make a world that's at least safe enough for his children. That's the best thing you could ever do. That's gangster for real.
Yes, sir.
So I applaud that brother.
Yeah. My last question, I want to ask you about the Grammys. As far as like people talking about the satanic, symbolism and the rituals and things like that. Did you feed into that stuff, or what's your thoughts on that? Because everybody's telling me about that. Oh, satanic, this, that, and what's your thoughts on that?
Man, what I love, what I love is that people are starting to wake up. There are many who had certain levels of knowledge before we stepped into knowledge.
Yeah.
All of us stepped into knowledge of self and started to learn the truth or woke up when we did. I don't like when people make it seem as though they were always aware, they were always conscious. No, none of us were always conscious. All right, let's kill that noise here. All right, for the reason was not always conscious, but now people are starting to say it more and more because it's revealing itself more and more. It's always been this. So we got to get through our head. The Grammys. You mean a plagiarized version of Patah, the award that they even hold up?
Yeah. Dang.
What are you talking about? They said, oh, they got it from someone's uncle. No, that is a plagiarized version of Patah. It goes back to ancient Egypt, ancient Kemet. So let's start there. You're lying. You're still stealing. You're still stealing. All right, that's that. Then you go into rewarding people for doing the most degrading things that don't help to benefit anybody. It's not the freedom of thought. It's not freedom of expression. It's not, oh, my truth. No, you're literally pushing people to worship Satan. You got on a devil horns. You're covered in blood like paint to make it look like you're sacrificing people. You're eating babies. This stuff is disgusting. There's nothing creative about it. There's no artistic anything about it. It is pure satanic evil witchcraft. That's what it is. Now, the reality is, should you be a part of it or not? That's the question that every artist has to ask themselves. Is it worth it or not? What is this going to do down the line? One major thing that people are not looking at is, how is this going to affect you and the people down the line? And this brings us into the arena of where artists start to look at themselves as whether or not they're leaders. I'm an artist. I'm not a leader. Yeah, I'm going to go to the Grammys, or I'm a performer at the Grammys, or any one of these award shows that do this kind of stuff. Man, I'm just doing me. No, you're not, because you would do that at home in the mirror if it was just for you. All of what you're doing is for everyone else. And if you get that through your head, then that means what you put out is going to affect how people think and affect what people do. And if what they're doing you don't like, you don't appreciate that it's happening with people's children, their families and all that, then maybe you should stop doing what the hell you're doing and start taking some responsibility. The Grammys, along with pretty much all of those award shows, are the European way of celebrating the gods that they worship. That's all it is. It has nothing to do with, yay, we love your art. No, it's really not that. Not in essence, it isn't. They just started to kind of add that in there later on to cover up the real essence of what it is. So it's just like, come on, y'all. Yes, it's satanic. But my last point on that, I would just say is, start building your own awards and focus on our own.
Yeah.
Like, just do that. It's like when they came out the Oscars So White. Russell Simmons came out with the All Deaf Digital Awards to protest the Oscars. And he gave out awards to Ice Cube and Terry Crews and Marlon Wayans and all of them. They did that. Okay, so let's stick with that. We have the money, we have the capability, we have the studios. We do. So let's just do our own thing and stop complaining and crying when Satan is having a party at his damn house and you keep going.
Real talk.
Facts on that. We definitely appreciate your time, Rizza Islam, on the Hip Hop Uncensored podcast. We respect it. We appreciate it. And we definitely got to do it more. Can't be Absolutely. 2 years until the next time we talk to you. I got one more question as well, real quick, before we get out of here. And I want to backtrack to what you were talking about in regards to handlers. And you said something about athletes that was real poignant to me, because we often on this platform, it's got to keep it 100. We criticize some of the athletes and entertainers for not building hospitals, for not building grocery stores, for not doing these things for the community. We ask ourselves why, when they have all this money, when we see NBA stars getting into billionaire status faster than ever, why aren't they doing it? And then you said the handlers prohibit them. So that made me go, whoa. Are we giving them fair criticism, or is it deeper than we really even understand? Can they do the things? Do they want to, and are they even able to?
That was your answer was in your last question. Do they want to, and can they? See, you have the handlers, that's one side of it, but you have to consent to even having a handler. You got to consent, meaning you have to agree to go along with this. So now the other side is on you. It's on you. Okay, I'm afraid, man. I don't want them to do this. I don't want them to say this. Okay, then fear is what's stopping you. You letting fear stop you. For what? Like, what's the point now? It's 2023. You telling me you're afraid to build something for your people because you're afraid of what the news media might come out and say about you, or what the enemy might try to use against you, whatever. Then what the hell are you doing in the first place? What are you doing? What's the point of being an artist? What's the point of being an athlete? Just so you can be a rich slave, get some money for you and your few family members and say, sorry, y'all, you know, hey, get it how you can, y'all. I got it how I did. No, you made money based off of the people who love your talent, who paid to see you shine. You have to pay the people back. And none of them are self-made. None of us are self-made, bro. I can't stand when people say this. The people gave you their lifeblood, their hard-earned money. You're talking about the people who are the people that work at warehouses, the security guards, the people who work for the trash companies, people who are working at McDonald's. They paying their hard-earned money to buy your damn shoes, your jerseys, to go watch you at these games, to watch you do you because they love what you do. And you turn around and take all that money and just say, hey, man, it's just me and my family, man. Forget all y'all. Y'all got to do what you got to do. No. Have some courage to sacrifice for the people like the people sacrifice for you. Have some courage, because your damn handler can only go as far as you let them. If you tell that your handler should go straight to hell and go back to the enemy that sent you, yeah, that's a different conversation. So get some courage, man. At this point, we're only a slave because we choose to be.
Take us home.
Yeah, Rizza Islam on a Hip Hop Uncensored podcast. Go ahead and drop your social media, the website, and all that good stuff, and anything else you want to say. The floor is open.
Yes, sir. And it's always a good build, always a good conversation with my brothers from Hip Hop Uncensored. I appreciate all that you do. You can find me at RizzaIslam.com. If you would like to schedule me for an interview, go to RizzaIslam.com and click the button that says booking. And also, I also have a podcast as well called Intellectual Extremist. Okay. Just came out. So you already know, you get it from the name. You already know what we're doing. And definitely go subscribe to that on my YouTube, which I believe we have now hit 200,000 subscribers in less than 5 months, my new YouTube.
Oh, killing it.
Just so you know. So the enemy is not stopping anything. Make sure you go subscribe to that. And also go to joinrizza.com as well to stay updated on the different things that we're doing. We have a lot of work that we're doing in the community, a lot of cities that we're hitting, a lot of everything, man. The work continues. There's never enough help that's out here. So we need more help doing the work. And we're just doing our best to help our people, brother, whether it's on the internet or it's in person. And again, I got to salute my brothers at Hip Hop Uncensored. Continue doing the beautiful work that you do. And whenever you need your brother to be on, you already know I'm here to serve.
Always appreciate you. Rizza Islam on the Hip Hop Uncensored podcast. As always, brother, salute. Much love.
Yes, sir. Peace.